This is such a good question, and I've actually been meaning to come on here and ask all of the established nurses which specialties and which floors they have enjoyed their time the most on. And I feel like this is really important for new grads because student nurses, they don't know which floor is going to be for them. And I think that at the end of the day, the nurse's job description is pretty similar regardless of where you go. So what you should be looking at as a incoming nurse is which units have the happiest nurses. That's what I focused on the most when I was searching for nursing jobs, hence why I ended up in the NICU. I can obviously vouch for the NICU, but since I haven't really worked anywhere else, I would love to know which specialties all my other nurses out there have genuinely enjoyed working in. Leave a comment below which was your favorite unit to work on, and tag a new incoming or student nurse so that they can see these options as well. Fortunately, we live in a day and age where it is not a requirement to get all of your experience on med-surg straight out of school. For the most part, I think in most places you really can go where you want to go, and you don't need med-surg experience. If your goal is to be in OR, if your goal is to be in NICU, these are very specialized units. These are units that people tell you, oh, you're gonna lose your skills. But if that's where you want to be at the end of the day, then it doesn't really matter. You don't need telemetry or general adult med-surg skills for the most part. I know a lot of you will say, oh, floors like NICU and OR, you can never get into those right away as a new grad nurse. I got hired on both of those units coming straight out of nursing school. Unfortunately, I think there's kind of this toxic cycle occurring right now with med-surg floors where new grad nurses are going into this space right away, and whether it's because there's just not enough staffing, or there's not appropriate assignments being given, or there's just a really high turnover rate and only new nurses, I think a lot of young nurses are unfortunately getting burnt out right away because they felt like this was their only option. And unfortunately, I think there's a lot of things right now going down on general med-surg units like this that are not necessarily representative of all other nursing specialties and kind of give nursing a bad rep. At the end of the day, it is not your job as a new nurse to pick up the slack or fix the issues that have been caused in units that are greatly struggling right now due to hospitals making billions of dollars that don't want to pay nurses appropriately, don't want to provide appropriate staffing ratios, appropriate assignments. I'm sorry, your job as a new nurse is not to have to deal with that. As a nurse, and especially a nurse with no experience, you should be coming onto a floor where you feel safe, you feel comfortable, and not be worried about putting your license at risk. Although I have only worked on the NICU, I did do my clinicals in nursing school. I have seen and heard a few things. So I will say, if I had to pick a few specialties that I thought were the best and just, the most comfortable, enjoyable environments for nurses to work on, I would definitely say NICU. I would say the OR, labor and delivery, definitely the post-anesthesia care unit. This is the final look. Don't forget to comment down below if you are already an established nurse, which specialties you have enjoyed working in the most. And also don't forget to tag a new or incoming nurse or student nurse so they can see which specialties we all recommend.